Hey, it's Catherine, and in my last video I talked about visiting Marmati in Kurdistan. On our second day of our trip, we ended up visiting Lalish, which is the holy temple of the Yazidi religion. Yazidism is a 7,000-year-old monotheistic ethnic religion. The Yazidis were most recently well known for the genocide that happened in 2014 from ISIS. When we arrived at Lalish, we had to go through several checkpoints. We ended up parking in a parking lot right at the bottom of the temple. The first thing you have to do is leave your shoes in the car because you're not allowed to walk around the temple with anything on your feet. We took our shoes off, headed up a hill toward the temple, and we were met with a baptism of a young child being baptized into the religion. Something that is different about Yazidism is that you have to be born into the religion. You cannot be married into it. With the recent genocide, so many Yazidis were massacred, and there's only about 500,000 Yazidis left in the entire world. When we went into the temple, I noticed a crowd of people throwing scarves at a wall. At least that's what it looked like from my perspective. But what I realized was that they were throwing these scarves 3 times in a row to try to make the scarf land on this pitch on the side of the cave. What they're doing is making a wish, and if it lands on without sliding off, then your wish will come true. And then we headed back into the temple a little bit more, and you see a lot of oil pots basically, and it's filled with oil that someone dips out and then they put into little crevices into the side of the temple, and then they light it on fire at night. So everything is lit at night by fire and not electricity. Going back a little further into the cave, there are tombs of a priest that had passed away several years ago. A lot of people go to this priest to pray, and you'll notice that they walk up to the tomb, they kiss it with their nose, and then they have to exit out of the room walking backward. And that's how they show their sign of respect toward the priest that had passed away. As we were leaving the temple, we were met with like a restoration project, which we found out the University of Pennsylvania donated a large sum of money to help restore the temple. As we were leaving Lalish, the visitation reminded my friend Habal of when he almost joined ISIS himself.
2 of my friends joined ISIS.
Really?
They were super extremists, super extremists.
Like, give me an example of what they're extreme about.
I said, come on, I'm also Muslim, I pray. Why should you be so extremist? Why do you hate the Christians? Why do you think that the Christian should be obliterated from Muslim countries and force them to go to Britain or wherever, or America?
Yeah.
We're all humans, let's live together. When they joined ISIS, they told us we are going to Sudan to study master's degree, but they already have made contact before and have gone to Mosul to join ISIS in Iraq. Both of them competed to be the driver of the newly armored vehicles that's full of TNTs.
So were there a lot of suicide bombers?
Yeah.
Is that what they were?
Yeah, they were suicide, yeah. They were so in rush and they were so in love with God. They wanted to die very soon and make it to heaven for...
Oh my Lord. So your friends are both dead? They both died?
Yeah, they're died.
Wow.